Oh man, hopefully this goes well. Why I like The Cat in the Hat, the one from 2003. I just watched this again to make sure that I still liked it, and I ended up loving it even more. Also, don't hate me for the thumbnail. I knew this day was coming, where I'd want to talk about this widely hated movie that I actually like. Trust me, I don't love too many rotten movies, and if I do, it's usually at least got a fresh user score. But my favorite movie, not the best, that's 7, is Project X. Well, if anyone didn't want to watch this anymore after all that, which was probably everyone, then they probably left, so let's get started. Real quick, I'm listening to myself right now, and I wrote this out so I wouldn't forget anything and that I could just get it in one take, and it does sound very weird, so sorry about that, but if I don't do it this way, I'll mess up and it'll take a really long time. Now let's get started. I'm really sure that I like this, and I'm even a fan of Dr. Seuss. But the fact that pretty much everyone hates this so much, and the fact that anyone could think The Grinch is even slightly better, is really making me paranoid and wonder if I don't actually like it, and just think it's a so bad it's funny movie. Anyways, let's get into why I like this, because I'm sure you're wondering. I figure I should start with something that will keep viewers going. Ugh, that sounds terrible. This movie is shot by the guy that did Birdman and The Revenant. The cinematographer is the guy that captured the bear fight scene in The Revenant, which I know all of you probably love. And even though I bet he regrets having any part in this now, he does a great job in this too. It's got some unique shots, everything's framed perfectly, there's tons of grandly moving shots. I just think it's all really well shot. The set pieces are really good, but that's expected when the director is the guy that's done tons of the set pieces on Tim Burton movies.
The sets, the colors, it's pretty wild. It actually looks like sort of the book in the illustration.
Well, Bo Welch, the director's done an amazing job. This guy is a genius, and I think a star is born. He used to work with Tim Burton. He's created this amazing world it just reminded me of being in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang and Willy Wonka. And in fact, they built an entire housing development, and people from the highway used to come off the highway.
Yeah, I see it. It's off the 118. I would go by and go, who lives there?
I live in that color scheme, right?
It's not a backdrop.
That's all built.
That's all built in the hills. So when you drive by the highway, this is what you'd see. You go, look at that tree. Where is that tree?
It's crazy. I would be sad to go home at the end of the day because real life's not nearly as nice.
The production designer on this is the guy that did many big movies, including Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the new one, which people may not like as much, but have to at least admit that it looks pretty great. And the colors are really good, vibrant, and popping. They pop out at you! They pop out at you! And the costumes are all great. I don't have much to say on this, or at least not as much as the rest of the topics, and I don't want to waste time on something I don't have much to say about, but I really like the director, and I think he did a good job. I'm sad that he didn't do anything else after this, and still hasn't done another movie, but I'm also really glad that when he finally decided to come back, it was for 2 episodes of one of my all-time favorite shows, and book series, A Series of Unfortunate Events. Also, he's kind of like Barry Sonnenfeld, who I love. I think they used the right amount of rhyming, and right amount of copying the book. I know that for me, I was a fan of the book as a kid, and I got enough of my fanboyish stuff. I don't like that word. But then also felt like I was getting more out of this character and book. And I felt like the best stuff from the book was shown in here. The writers are the writers of Eurotrip, and that movie is hilarious. I was going to say the F word, but who knows if kids are going to click on this. Spoiler alert. If you haven't seen that movie, I won't get into all the best parts, and definitely not the best parts of the best parts.
You made out with your sister, man!
Shut up!
Whoop! Holy cow! Oh, this isn't where I park my car. Hey, this isn't where I park my car.
Okay, so you saw those, and pretty funny, right? Anyways, I love that movie. One of the guys is also being hugely successful on Beat. This has to be separate, because I feel like this is one of people's biggest complaints. Is it because there's some adult jokes in a kid's book adaptation, and that's somehow wrong? The best kids' movies are the ones with adult jokes. I found the jokes to be hilarious. They may even get funnier with each viewing.
That's Mom's dress!
This filthy thing?
She was gonna wear that tonight and you ruined it.
Honey, it was ruined when she bought it. Yeah. Here she is, the super luxurious, omnidirectional whatchamajigger.
S-L-O-W?
Yeah, slow. It's better than the last name we had.
super hydraulic instantaneous transporter.
Oh, you mean
No! Quick to the slope!
it's like a ride in an amusement park!
You mean like at Universal Studios? Cha-ching!
The jokes aren't that bad if you take them out of the movie. I think that it's all really well delivered, and I don't have a problem. I don't think it's a problem or bad because it's not like the book. Besides, an adaptation doesn't have to be exactly like the book. Books and movies are different, and some things that would work in one maybe wouldn't work in the other. Also, is the cupcake/cupcakeinator scene everyone's favorite scene? Because that's kind of what I've gotten. The kids are fine, everyone else is a little better, and the narration, I just really love this type of narration, so that might be a little biased, also because some people may hate narration, is maybe tied with the next thing, which is Mike Myers as the cat, which I think is brilliant. He's so funny and so energetic. I think I just realized that maybe huge fans of Mike Myers are maybe the only people that would like this. Seriously. Isn't there an animated movie, so there doesn't need to be a direct adaptation? Well, pretend like that doesn't exist. Like I said before, I felt there was enough of the book in there, even enough to fulfill my fanness for the book, but then also different enough to be its own movie. Maybe you disagree, and I guess that's something I can completely agree on, because I mostly don't look at this like it's an adaptation. I look at it like it's its own movie, which I do a lot, with a lot of things. I even love all of the deleted scenes, and wish that they were all in the movie, which reminds me that I want to be on the set. I find that my favorite movies are the ones that I can just imagine if I had happened to somehow be on the set, and watch the magic happen, or even help with it.
Before that, I knew they were doing the movie, and I go, those are the oddest houses.
Well, they had roofs. They had to get extra security because people wanted to get brochures to buy into that community. And so we were there, and I'd have friends. And normally when friends come to the set, they visit for like 25 minutes and realize that making a movie is the most boring thing in the world. It's like watching paint dry. Right. But I had people staying for 9, 10 hours. You know, just because they were happy to be in that world.
I own this on Blu-ray, and I didn't buy it for super cheap or on sale or get it as a gift. I wanted to have it at a normal time of the year and went out and got it for like $7. And I love that I got it because now I can watch it whenever I want to in glorious high def. That's stupid. And love a lot of this is stupid though, and love the behind the scenes too, and the deleted scenes, as I already mentioned. But, you know, I feel like this is the only way to point out why I like it. I feel like if I just made a regular review, it wouldn't work. Anyways, my cousins have liked it since they saw it, and they're both now 9 and 13. I loved it as a kid and watched it enough to remember at least some of what happened. So, alright, now we're kind of getting to the end. Even if you don't agree with me, you have to at least agree with me that this is enjoyable as a so bad it's funny movie. At its worst, it's a harmless kid movie, but at its best, I think it's a pretty good movie that looks great and is funny. If I'm blind and don't see how bad this is, and that bothers you, I'm sorry, but it's just my opinion, as well as my friends and family that have seen its opinion, which is very few, but enough. Like I said, my 2 cousins, and so, I mean, I think that's a good amount. Thanks for listening / kind of watching. Press that like button if you like the video, press that subscribe button if you like me, comment below what you thought about this style of video. Did I do it well enough that you'd want to see more like it, or should I stop? But, don't say I should definitively start or stop making more because you agree or disagree with my opinion. Look at the video and not the opinion. I understand that most people hate it and that it's even kind of a meme, like the whole movie, not just like specific parts or scenes or something or whatever. Once again, thanks for listening / kind of watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.